Hi guys, and welcome to another lecture on digital marketing. iNeurons free courses on digital marketing. My name is Percy Bengali, and this is class number 6. Well, there are two things that I wanted to tell you all before we get started. The first thing is that update.com, the platform that I spoke to you all in the first class about, is live. So if you all want to ask me questions, don't drop the questions in the YouTube comment section. It becomes difficult for me to answer. Rather, come over to update.com, enter one of these forums, and create your own topics and drop me the question. Obviously, you'll have to first register and upload your photo so that I know who I'm talking to. This website is my intention of trying and giving back to the digital marketing community. I realize that many of y'all have real questions that need real answers, but obviously, there's not a real platform right now between us to speak about until now. This is the real platform that I have built for y'all. The good part about this is that I can even upload images. I can even um, quote y'all, and most importantly, you guys can answer each other's questions. All right. So, keeping that in mind, I want you all to come over here and ask me your questions. All right. Okay. And the second thing is that going forward, starting this video, each video will comprise of only 30 minutes. Originally, my videos were crossing approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. But the reason why I've decided to cut it down is because it could be a little taxing for somebody to view my video on a mobile phone for over 1 hour, because I looked at our analytics, our web analytics, and I realized that most of our viewers are viewing us over the mobile phone. And at that point I realized that 1 hour 30 minutes is a little too much. So we're going to try and break it down into micro content style delivery, which basically means 30-minute videos covering specific topics, and so that you guys can consume them at your own pace in a much simpler manner. All right. Obviously, there's a scientific reason behind this as well, apart from our analytical reason. And the scientific reason is that nobody can actually pay attention or give their full attention for more than 45 minutes. In fact, even close to 30 minutes, people start losing their attention span, especially when they want to learn something. So for that reason, we have broken these videos down into 30 minutes now going forward. All right. So, like I told you all yesterday, yesterday's lecture was on integrating third party tools like Google Analytics, Google My Business, and then using both these to integrate Bing and Bing Analytics and Bing Business, because Bing now can import data from Google itself. All right. We also learned how to switch on your search console, and I gave a small breakdown between what are HTTPS protocols. All right. uh, if you all were confused about the HTTPS protocols, visit update.com, and I'm going to create a section for you all to ask questions specifically related to HTTPS protocols. Otherwise, as each class progresses, I'll add a new forum for you all to go in there and ask questions. So start coming there and asking me your doubts. Now, uh, as we progress through these classes, my reliance on slides to teach you will reduce, and we are now going to dive more into complete hands-on work. All right. So that's the reason why the first micro lecture that we're going to deliver is on research and market assessment. It has only 5 slides because we want to actually show you how this research and marketing is done. All right, in the next 30 minutes. So let us quickly have a look at these slides one by one, and also jump into the uh, practical bit of it. Now, what does market research mean? Uh, in simple terms, all right, in simple terms, and with relation to digital marketing that we are learning, Market research is uh, is the study of assessing your demand first. All right, you have to assess the demand for whatever you're selling, promoting, or providing. All right, then once you understand the type of demand for it, the second bit is assessing your content type. So what kind of content are you going to deliver based on your research about the product or a service? All right, and then finally it is about determining the medium of promotion. So you understood what your demand was, you understood what kind of a content you're going to create to tap into this demand. Now you have to understand where you're going to promote it. In simple, for digital marketing I follow just these three metrics. All right, how much is the demand for my product, determining the type of content, and determining the medium of promotion. Now, when you look at the determining of content and medium of promotion, automatically the audience factor is adjusted within these two. All right, because let's say um, your audience is old. All right, then you will have to probably determine the type of content based on that. If your audience is old, they might want to read more. If your audience is young, then they might want to watch more videos. All right, at the same time, if your audience is old, then they would want to read content on probably a news type website, right? If your audience is young, then they want to watch videos, correct? Because young audience likes videos. So where would they want to watch it? They'd want to watch it on something like a YouTube, maybe. All right. Uh, if your audience is a working professional, a corporate person, who's looking to purchase services for his company, all right, not for himself, he wants to purchase services for his company, then what do you think would the type of content be? I think it would be a mixture of written content where description about the product is available easily, along with some images where you define the product or services in images and infographics. And I think you'll also have videos to finally close the person by showing him awesome videos about your products and services that gives him the final bits of information that he needs. And again, if it when it comes to promoting this content, you would do this on, say, uh, a reviewing website. If it's a reviewing website for products, if it's a physical product, if it's a service like a software as a service, then you would promote it on a SaaS website. So that is how you have to determine what is really needed for you to market your product as part of marketing research. So let us take this into consideration and move into our market research bit. Let us say that I am now trying to develop the content for my website called Zorua Marketing. Don't take anything into consideration here that I've already written. All right, let's say it's the first time that I am trying to create content for my website. The first thing that I'd want to do is open up my Word document or any notepad or something like that where you can start taking notes. All right, that's a blank document, and let us fold it. Let us minimize it so that we can work on it a little better. All right, so center, bottom align, um, Zorua marketing research and content plan. All right, I have titled it Zora Marketing Research and Content Plan, and I want to bold it. Right. Let us quickly start with the first bit, and that is assessing demand. Now, do I think there is a demand for marketing services? Now, how do I determine whether there is a demand for marketing services or no? One amazing way or a really quick way of assessing demand for marketing services is by actually studying the number of ads that come up when you type something about uh, when you type, when you look for something related to the product or service. So let's type marketing services Pune to simplify it. All right, and there you go. The moment I type, the first thing you have is an ad that's running over here which says best digital marketing company in Pune. And what have I typed? Marketing services. All right, so we are now starting to assess whether there is a demand for marketing services. And the best way of understanding whether there is demand for marketing services without doing the keyword research, volume research and all, is by just simply typing it into your browser and seeing what results come up. And as you go down, you'll realize that there are quite a few organizations giving out uh, marketing research services. There's also an ad on top right over here which says that best digital marketing company in Pune. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll realize there are two more ads with relation to marketing services. So basically, that should answer my first question, that yes, there is a demand for my marketing website. Please ignore all of this text over here because I got all of this text only after I did my due diligent research. And that is what we are studying here. All right. So, assessing demand on first level basis, I can clearly say, without having to be too much of a scientist, I can tell you that yes, there is a demand for marketing services, as you can see over here. All right. And going down, yes, there are more ads here. So, it exists. All right. Let us now look at the next factor that I have to take into consideration, determining the type of content. All right, let's come back here. Now, how do you think I'd determine what content is good for my marketing services website? What content do you think will work for this? It's very simple. Again, you click on one of these ads or you click on all of these ads. So, this is one ad, I clicked on it. You come back down here and you click on this and you click on this, and as you can see, this is a landing page they have created, and this tells me that okay, these guys, Yashus, are definitely focusing on a mixed bag approach, right? Because they have image content, they have written content. It looks like they have some kind of like creative image content. They have infographic type content here. As you can see, they have a video, and yeah, they've got some infographic type content as a cover image for their blog, but it's cutting off their image. So see, this is a huge mistake. Just note it down over here that this is a huge mistake. Your content quality can never have such bad quality. All right, so if the owners of this website are looking, then this is something you must correct as a digital marketing agency. Next, they have pretty much that's it. So that gives me an idea right now that the demand for marketing services exists. That's a check mark in my book. All right. Type of content to be used. Let's go back and do another research on the other guys. What have they used? All right. They've got a video right up front. Okay. They've got some clean images. Text, obviously, they've used text. They've got images. All right. They got an infographic type thing. Oh, and here comes a pop-up. Remember we spoke about this pop-up? Well, these guys right now have taken their marketing to another level by putting up a pop-up on an ad, because this could very well have irritated a person who was in a hurry, and without letting them read your content, they've put up a pop-up. But it must be working for them. The reason why they've put it up is because it must be working for them. Now, it is very difficult for me to say whether it is really working for them or not, because they look like a big digital marketing company. And being a big digital marketing company, if they're ready to put up a pop up on their paid ad, then chances are they have done their research and it works for them. All right. However, one thing for me to tell them would be that this white colored cross blends totally with the white colored background. And as a normal pan or person with bad eyesight, or someone who doesn't really observe same colored images on top of the same background, I would actually get annoyed that I'm not finding the cross button somewhere here, and I'd just close it. So this is something that you should fix. Make it obvious that okay, you don't want to fill this, continue reading my page because it's a website, because it's an advertisement which I've paid money for. So click on this cross here and continue reading. Again, as we go down, we see that it's a mix bag approach. They got an infographic as well of some kind. And yes, all right, images. Okay, so going to the next one, it's LinkedIn's ad, and they've gone for a much simpler page. So as you can see over here, ad number 1 and 2, they have videos. However, this video I don't think means anything. Is just a normal video to catch your attention. These guys have, however, gone ahead and placed a video over here. All right, I will tell you all the disadvantages of putting a video on an ad like this with your YouTube, link, when we come to that. But from my top level research, just this is just top level research. Okay, I'm not done any keyword research, not using Google AdWords or trends or Uber suggest or idea or SEMrush. I've not used anything to do any research right now. I'm just doing a top level research, and the top level research indicates very clearly that only one guy has used video. The other guy has used a video, but it doesn't mean anything. They've used this video to catch my attention. If I'm unable to optimize my page properly, in this video might actually slow down my page opening, and at the same time, you know, uh, from what I can see, them using on this landing page, they have not gone with text, with the video. So what would I do? I think content wise, I would simply go down and put in my sheet that the types of content I'd want to use is text, images, info, graphics. All right. So this was from the first level research that I've done on my competitors. Let us now dive deeper into their website. All right. So they have built uh, who we are, our team, working methodology, esteemed brands. Okay, what else do they have here? Web design development company, design brand identity, digital market communication agency, vernacular languages. All right, digital services. Let's click on this and see what's going on here. Do they have any videos on it? All right, they have infographics. So as you see, the theme is becoming stronger, that infographics for a digital marketing or a marketing services makes sense in many ways, no doubt. All right, it's colorful as well at the same time, kind of catchy. I don't see videos anywhere, so except for that one video which we saw on their landing page, which was weird. But yeah, it's giving me an idea about what I need to do. All right, what do they have in more? Video gallery, photo gallery. Oh, they have a video gallery. Let's see what they have gone with. As you can see, that's the problem of a video gallery. It's taking slightly longer than the rest of the page to open. Okay, it's not slightly longer, it's taking quite a bit long, and it's having troubles calling and establishing. Maybe the site is broken. Someone will have to inform them. But in general, that's the problem with videos. Right, let's have a look at how many videos they have going. They have two videos if I'm not wrong. Okay, decent, fair enough. They have two videos. This was on the ad page as we saw, and they have one other video. Fair enough. Moving to the next competition. Mm, I can tell you directly off the top that these guys are not into the video bit because obviously even in the ads they're not used videos. So yeah, they don't have videos, and that's LinkedIn. It's not cannot bring LinkedIn as a part of your research right now. Well, we researched the advertisements. Now let's research the organic results and see what they're doing. So we've got one, two, three, and because it's a Pune based company, they've got Lord Ganesh in there. Okay, they have a video here. All right, all right. Looks like a lot of text and subtle colors, which is fair enough. Which is fair enough. As we come back a little lower, hmm more text. What do they have? Okay. They got their solutions that ways. All right. I don't see a video section or any of that sort. Pop up once again. Smart. And we come back down here. This is a listing website, so no point looking at it. So this has given me a good idea. All right. It's given me a very straightforward idea that I need to focus on text, images, and infographics. I can obviously add videos, but there's a caveat attached to it, and I'll mention that here saying कि add videos only if I am able to maintain decent page load speeds. All right. So I can still go for videos, but I have to ensure that I maintain decent page load speeds. Let's move back into our top level research. This is basically called top level research. All right, you're not using anything but your cognitive senses to figure out what you want to do. In the next lecture we're going to talk about more in-depth research where we're going to use some tools to figure out what we're going to do. Right now it's just you versus your competition and Google itself. Now let's look at determining the medium of promotion. All right, let's move back to our selections over here and quickly click on about. Okay, here it is. So as you can see, they have a follow us button here, and the mediums that they have chosen themselves to associate with are LinkedIn. Makes sense because it's a digital marketing service, so there could be a lot of businesses who look for the digital marketing service. They've got YouTube. These guys do seem like they are into the whole video creation and posting thing, but they just have two videos right now. All right. Then they've got Quora. Quora is a great place. It's a forum just like update.com that I have made for y'all. So people can come there and ask questions and get answers too. And then they've used Twitter. This is kind of questionable. I don't know whether Twitter would be exactly the place to be because I think in the recent days Twitter has become very politically charged. So I try to keep my businesses and my promotions away from Twitter. It's become too politically charged for me to promote anything on there. Let's head over to our to our next search result and see what their mediums of their platform mediums are. All right, they've gone with Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google Maps. So okay, that gives you a good idea. They're on Facebook, makes sense. LinkedIn makes sense. Twitter, mm, to Google Maps, surely. If someone can visit their place, then certainly makes sense. That's LinkedIn itself. So let's drop it for now and let's go to the next option. And they've gone with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp. Nice, isn't it? It's unique. All right. So what are we seeing right now? We saw that one, two, three. The common ones between them are probably Twitter, surprisingly. All right, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should actually change my mind about Twitter because my mindset about it was wrong. And I'll go into this section right here and uh, medium of promotions, right? And medium of promotions, I would go with one Twitter because obviously I looked at one, two, three, and all of them seem to have the Twitter going for them. So Twitter is definitely in. If everyone else is doing it, then maybe even I want to do it. All right. Then we have. Let's look at what we have. We have LinkedIn. We have LinkedIn. Yes, on all three. Right. So LinkedIn is definitely in. Then let us look at what else do they have. They got YouTube, Quora, they got Facebook here. They got Facebook here. What do they have? They have Facebook. So Facebook is a short as well. So let's put that down. Facebook as well. And I think we have the basics right now. It really comes down to what you think would work best for you. All right. What kind of promotion are we going with? What kind of content are we going with? We are going with text, right? So text means uh, Facebook is good for it, LinkedIn is good for it, Twitter is good for it, right? We're going with images as well. All right. Now, if you talk about images, then I think Instagram would be good for it, right? And we're going with infographics as well. Now, that is something I've determined. Now, if I've determined that we're going with infographics as well, then maybe Pinterest can help, isn't it? And videos, I'm not sure. Only if I'm able to maintain decent load speeds, I will go with this. If I do decide to go with this, then I might go with YouTube. All right, if I decide to go. But I'm getting a general picture of what I need. I need FB, LI, Twitter. I need Instagram, and I need Pinterest for my images and my infographics. So I think I'm just going to put in Instagram as well, and I'm going to put in Pinterest as well because I believe my Instagram, my images, and my infographics will do better here. So we know that my market exists, exists. We know the type of content to be used: text, images, infographics, videos not sure yet. All right. And we know our medium of promotions. We know Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, because I'm going to be creating all of this as my content. So basically, for to promote these content bits, I need these little things here, these mediums over. Now, finally, based on all of this, we have to come down and decide who is going to be my audience, right? Who is going to be the person who's going to look at all of this on the various platforms. Now, what is my service? My service is marketing research, right? So, being a marketing research uh, company, I need to make sure that I get my audience right. And to be honest, straightforward, the people purchasing my marketing services would be business owners and um, working professionals. I think it's pretty straightforward that being a marketing service, there's just going to be business owners and working professionals who are going to take my services. Why? Because business owners want to promote their brands, and working professionals want to promote their products, services, and company itself. All right. So that pretty much sums down our top level research. Moving on to the next, we have figured out whether we have a demand. We have figured out the type of content. We figured out the determining medium of promotion, and we know who our audience is as well. All right. So the next bit that we have to focus on is we got to know who are what we got to know what our competition is doing. Okay, we already figured out what our competition is doing. What is our competition doing? They're creating images, they're creating infographic based pages. They have a lot of these colorful uh, images going on. If you look over here as well, it's quite color oriented, right? If you look here as well, quite colorful. So we know what our competition is doing. We have also figured out what we have to do. What we have to do is we need to create text, images, infographics about our services, and we need to promote it on all these mediums. And it's going to be for these people because that's what my business is about. All right. Uh, Now we got to figure out how we got to start determining the type of needs that our audience have, exact needs that they have, determining the services and offerings that we're going to do, determining the social media outreach that we're going to plan, and determining our USPs. All right. So this is going to be covered in the next chapter where we start actually doing the research using real tools. Right now we did a cognitive research to just get the basics going. All right. And then we're going to work on creating these bits of media pieces according to our plan. All right, as you can see. So in the next lecture we're going to jump deep into how to use our first level research, this basic rough drawing that we have made, and actually start creating content bits. No, let us not actually jump into the content bits. Let us first study the types of content bits quickly. All right, which are these and how you do the research for them. So I'll see you all in the next class for that. All right, it'll be a 30-minute class as well. Any doubts and questions, please head over to update.com and drop them there. See you all.